Hey, what's up, gang? It's Matt Modi with OddsJam, and we have an awesome slate of 5 WNBA games today. 5. I can't remember a day since I've been betting on the WNBA where there was 5. So it's pretty awesome how many games there are. A ton of value out there, tons of selections to play. I'm going to have a couple picks in this video for my WNBA plays, my free plays for today. I will say I also have a bunch of picks in the Discord as well. So if you want my full slate of WNBA picks, you have to sign up for the for the Discord. We do have some free stuff, in the Discord as well, which is the free picks is what you see in these videos, what you see on social media, any other type of place. And we track all of our picks in this profit sheet this profit sheet. You see a link that has been updated yesterday. We've had a pretty good run of it for the past couple days. Still down overall just because of a rough 21st and 22nd, as you can see, down a ton. But from the 28th on, if we just look at that, so for the past 3 days, we've had a pretty good run of it, up 14 total units in the past 3 days. So that's been awesome. All of the picks that we place in the paid Discord is tracked in that spreadsheet I'm just talking about. And then the logic, just to talk about the paid picks for a little bit. We understand not everybody has the lucky job that me and Alex and Randall have, where we can just look at the OddsJam positive EV page all day, research, and find really profitable bets. So we figured we would create an outlet for us to just place our favorite bets of the day, which is what the Discord is. So you can just tail those. You don't need to think about it. You don't need to put in the time to line shop and look at the markets and all that stuff. You can just tail our bets in the Discord. And if you've done that the past couple of days, it's gone really well. So definitely recommend checking out the Discord. We can all start cashing together. But for this video, like I said, 5 WNBA games. Very, very exciting. Normally I have like 1 or 2 to choose from, but now there's 5. So there's a couple plays that I like a lot. If you catch this in time, this Connecticut Sun -1.5 first half spread, I think is awesome. The game starts in like 40 minutes from right now. So it's not going to be added to my official free play card because it's not really enough time. But if you can get it in, I do love this Connecticut, again, Sun -1.5 first half spread. I love it so much. I will lock it in live on this video together. -1.5. This will be a 2-unit play, $100 place bet. And that one is locked in. So let me add this one to, to my bet tracker. OddsJam bet tracker, completely free to use. It's really helpful understanding your profit and loss and everything. So definitely recommend checking that out. And now the official plays start here. So before recording, I found 3 that I really liked. Let's hope that the odds haven't changed too much on these. But number 1, pulled from the OddsJam positive EV page, is this first half over in the Sparks versus Lynx. So number 1, it is mathematically profitable. It's positive expected value. So that's number 1 reason why I know I'm at least going to like it a little bit. The EV percent on this one is 1.71. So a little bit lower, but still a valuable play. And I don't necessarily avoid plays that have lower EV percentages if you're still getting valuable plays, which I think this one is. But just to talk about the math for a little bit. So the OddsJam line prices this one at -133. The BetMGM line is -115. So right off the bat, you know that there's going to be some sort of positive EV, some sort of mathematically profitable gap between these two numbers because of how far away they are, -133 all the way to -115. Of course, before you really know, you need to remove the VIG, which is this column here, no VIG odds, which price it at about -119. So it's really the gap between -119 and -115 that has positive expected value. That is that gives you your profit margin of 1.71%. This column here, market width, is just a way in which we can kind of measure confidence in what the OddsJam line is pricing their odds at. 24 is well within range. I like to look at anything 25 and below. I consider that a tight market. Anything 25 and below, like I said, is considered a tight market. This one being at 24 is great. So the gap between -119 and -115 equates to a profit margin of roughly 1.71%. So not a massive profit margin on this one, but still a valuable play. One reason why I like it, aside from the fact that it is mathematically profitable. One thing I love doing, and this helps a lot with the WNBA in finding value. So if you click anywhere in the page, it pulls up what every sportsbook prices this individual play. So if we were just looking at this, there's no other book that has pricing for this first half spread. Kind of a little sketchy there, but if you open this event page in the new tab, it pulls up the totality of the markets and what every sportsbook prices this entire total at. And what we see here is literally every other book, all 5 other books, price this total above 82.5. Caesars, BetOnline, price it at 83. PointsBet, WinBet, Tipico, in the OddsJam line. In the OddsJam line, we put the most amount of weight in because it's the sharpest line in the world. Price this at 83.5. So it's a full point higher than what we are getting it at with the BetMGM line. So getting situations like this where we are betting on a total at a lower number, we're betting an over at a lower number that literally every other book prices it at, that's really valuable. And that's how I've been able to have so much success betting on the WNBA. I do a little bit of handicapping. I look at the stats. I look at team stats. I look at all that stuff. But really the most important thing is just using the sports books against each other and finding one that is mispriced. So in this situation, this minus 115 over 82.5 on BetMGM seems pretty mispriced to me. So this is one that I really like. So I'm going to go ahead and take it. It's the Minnesota Lynx first half total over 82.5 minus 115. This is going to be another 2-unit play. So if you were able to get that first one in, this is my second 2-unit play of the day. Locked it in. Bet has been placed there. So let me now just add this one to my bet tracker, $100. Click save, and we are good to go. So it did look like one of the plays that I liked is no longer on here, which is okay. So that one, I only have 2 plays for today. But the next one that I really like is there's a game. So it's not on the positive EV page. I did a little bit of my own research into this one. And it's a play in the Vegas versus Fever game, the Vegas Aces versus Indiana Fever. Not touching this money line. Pretty big money line. But if we go to the first half spread, first half point spread, we see some value on the Aces minus 9.5 first half spread. So again, another situation in which every other book prices this spread above this amount. So Tipico is the only one that matches it at the 9.5 rate, but PointsBet, Caesars, WinBet, BetOnline, and the OddsJam line price this at 10. BetMGM, and then this BetMGM prices it at 10.5. So it looks like honestly there's some value at the Fever plus 10.5 as well. So maybe if you could find a book out there to say Vegas wins the half by exactly 10 for some pretty juicy odds, that might be good. But I like this backing the Aces in this regard for, a bunch of different reasons. So number one, it is positive expected value. So a way that I can determine this is if I go to calculators, no vig odds. There's a way you can manually calculate the vig as well. All you need to do is just type in both sides of the OddsJam line. So Fever at plus 9.5 is plus 104. The other side of it is minus 122. So essentially, if the no vig odds price this this play above minus 110, that makes it positive expected value. So plus 104, minus 122, plus 104, minus 122 puts the true line of this at about minus 112, which is above minus 110, obviously. So this minus 110 is positive expected value, only 18 cents in market width, so it's well within range there. And let's talk about the handicapping reasons why I like this one. There's a couple. Number one, if we're just looking at team stats, let's just go to team stats. The Aces have they have the second best win percentage in the entire WNBA. The Fever are in last by a country mile. No other team has lower than 10 wins, has fewer than 10 wins. The Fever have 5. That's really bad. If we want to look at traditional or advanced stats, net rating, all that stuff, a really good way to determine how good a team is rated. The Aces have the second highest, the Fever the lowest by pretty much double the second to last team. So no matter how you slice it, the Fever are obnoxiously bad. One reason why I really like this one. So these two teams have played a couple times recently. So if we go back, so these two teams recently played as recently as last Friday, July 29th. The Aces won by 21. And if we go to the box score on this one, we can see that the Aces led by a lot at halftime. So they outscored them by 7 in the first half, by 10 in the second half. They're up, or in the second quarter, 17-point lead at halftime. That was this past Friday. These teams have also recently played on Thursday, July 21st. So like 10 days ago, a 13-point victory from the Aces in this one. And again, if we go to the box score here, we will see that the Aces, if we X out of these pop-ups, the Aces won the first quarter by 6, the second quarter by 14, up by 20 at halftime. Now, in this game, the farther one away 10 days ago, the Fever backdoor covered, outscoring them by 11 in the fourth quarter. That didn't happen in this past one. They didn't backdoor cover, but the value, I actually did take a spread at the Aces full game. It ended up becoming even more favorable towards me, so I ended up beating the closing line there. But I do really, really like this first half spread on the Aces minus 9.5. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this one in on FanDuel. Go to Las Vegas Aces first half spread. This one is going to be actually, nope, the minus 9.5, a 3-unit play for me. 150 on this one. Place bet, and we're good to go. So there's going to be 2 WNBA picks, free picks from me today on this YouTube channel. Number 1, Aces minus 9.5 first half spread. Number 2, Sparks Lynx first half over 82.5. And if you catch it in time, a bonus play, the Sun versus Sky, Sun minus 1.5 first half spread. Those are going to be my 2 free plays, my 1 bonus play for the WNBA slate. 5 games today, which is awesome. No games tomorrow, which is not awesome. So we need to take advantage of the games tonight. And that's going to be it. That's going to be all I got for you. So let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you're tailing. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on the YouTube channel in the comments. And that's all I got. So I appreciate you guys watching, and have a good one.